Hey, how's it going, Old School Runescape, and welcome to another weekly recap. Starting off for this week, we saw the introduction of Poll 33, along with a lot of big questions, such as a world switcher, a few crucial questions regarding the duel arena, additional Grand Exchange slots, an additional Dagonoth King's lair, including the ability to peek in and see if the current DK's lair is occupied, a buff to the Ring of the Gods, the ability to collect one of each tiered clue scroll at a time, a handful of farming quality of life questions, and several other questions including the ability to wipe your private chat messages, and giving Sherlock unlimited teleports after completing the Elite Kandarin Diaries. Yep, this is one of our most packed content polls yet, so be sure to head to a poll booth in-game to get your votes in before next Wednesday. Moving on, this week was a no-update week, but we did still see several patches make their way to the game, including changes made to the Tanzanite and Magma helms to keep their color on death, unless you died to a PKer in the wilderness, in which case they'd simply receive the original green Serpentine helm. And of course, another preview showcasing progress made towards Resizable Mode for Mod Ash and Ian. Up next, we tune into this week's Q&A, hosted at Mod Matt K's place. We discussed a few interesting topics such as Iron Man-themed worlds, MVPs and pest control, as well as a detailed preview of the Abyssal boss from Mod Ghost, taking us through the lore and animations of this boss which blew everyone away. This is really something to look forward to. And speaking of the Abyssal boss, it was explained more in depth in the new Slayer expansion dev blog released today, which was packed full of awesome content such as Boss Slayer, Tazar tasks, the Jad Pet, the Hellhound boss, an expansion of the Stronghold Slayer Cave, drop table improvements, and more. Seriously, if you like Slayer, you'll want to give this a read. So let's move on to this week's Player Spotlight feature. Starting off with a little Who Wore It Better, featuring Iron Pants' grandmother sporting some elegant Third Age robes. Up next, iamkeeferz finally managed to get his first piece of Third Age after over 2,400 clue scrolls, making for a rather dramatic stream. We wish him luck on obtaining the rest of the Third Age pieces, as he has a long way yet to go. And lastly, Norm250 shares his animation of his bad luck while hunting chinchillas. That's awesome. So that about sums up this week in Old School RuneScape. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with the game, and aside from that, we'll thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next week.